Okay, today we will discuss the XI problems. So first problem is the bob of pendulum is made of hollow brass sphere. What happens to the time period of the pendulum if the bob is filled with water completely? Why? So first problem. So here the simple pendulum, consider the simple pendulum. So this is simple pendulum. So this is a brass metal bob, a brass sphere. That brass sphere, hollow sphere. Hollow sphere is nothing but, so there is no matter inside the sphere. So it is called the hollow sphere. You know that already we are discussed. So here hollow sphere. So ఖాళీగా లోపల ఖాళీగా ఉన్నదన్నమాట. So here what happens, what is the time period? So when it is oscillate in simple harmonic motion to and fro motion, the time period for, so it is 2 pi square root of L by G. Okay, so here the equation time period for the simple pendulum is depend upon the square root. It is directly proportional to the square root of length of the pendulum only. So acceleration due to gravity is constant at a point, so then it is only depend upon L. So here what happens to the time period of the pendulum if the bob is filled with water completely? So here, so filled completely with water, so it is completely filled with water. So what happens, the mass is increases, the length will be same, so mass is increases, but the mass is doesn't depend the time period. The time period is doesn't depend upon the mass, only it is depend upon the length. So what happens here, the time period no change in time period. Okay, so why it is not change? So it is only depend upon the length of the pendulum only, the length of the pendulum. So it is doesn't depend upon the mass. So here filled with water, the mass is increased but length doesn't increase. So this is first problem. And second one, so we are going to second problem. Two identical springs of force constant K are joined one at the end of the other in series. Find the effective force constant of combination. Okay, here the force constant is K. The force constant is K of each spring. The each spring is connected in series. So this is another spring here, so it is suspended to the mass. Okay, so this is K and this is also K. What is the, so what is the here, what is effective force constant of combination? So in series combination, the effective force constant, so it is 1 by K effective equals to, it is written as 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2. Here we consider K1 equals to K2 equals to K. Okay, that equals to, here we can write the LCM is K1 K2, so then it is K2 plus K1, 1 by K effective equals to, so then here the K effective equals to, so reciprocal, so this is reciprocal, here also we can take the reciprocal, so K1 K2 by K1 plus K2. Okay, here the K effective equals to, what is K1? K1 equals to K2 equals to K. K1 K into K divided by K plus K. That equals to K square by 2K. K gets cancelled. So effective force constant, spring constant equals to K by 2. So this is the effective force constant. So in series combination of two same spring constants in series combination, so the force constant is decreases with half. K 1 by 2 into K or K by 2. So this is second problem. Next we can take the third problem. What are the physical quantities having maximum value at the mean position in simple harmonic motion? Same third problem. So we can take, so here the simple pendulum. So it is a simple pendulum. Okay, this simple pendulum is oscillate to and fro motion. So it is extreme position, here also at extreme position. So both are at extreme position. Here it is mean position. At the mean position, so what is the equation? What is the question is, what are the physical quantities having maximum value at mean position? Set mean position, the velocity is maximum. So at mean position, okay, velocity is maximum. V maximum equals to A omega. Okay, again velocity is maximum, kinetic energy also maximum. Kinetic energy Ke maximum equals to half m omega square a square. Already we know that the equation here, m omega square into a square. So this is the kinetic energy. The kinetic energy, maximum kinetic energy at mean position of m omega square a square. Mean position, so the kinetic energy, velocity also maximum, that is a omega. So what is minimum? Here the potential energy, displacement is minimum and potential energy also minimum. So what is the maximum here? Velocity and kinetic energy maximum at a mean position. Next, fourth question is, a particle executes simple harmonic motion. The maximum velocity during the oscillation is numerically equal to the half the maximum acceleration. What is the time period? So here the equation is maximum velocity equals to half of the maximum acceleration. Okay, here maximum velocity equals to what? A omega equals to half into maximum acceleration is a omega square. So a gets cancelled, omega gets cancelled. So omega is, what is omega value? Omega equals to 1 by 2 becomes here 2. Okay, so what is the relation between the angular frequency and time period? The time period t equals to 2 pi by omega. So then t equals to 2 pi by omega equals to 2 gets cancelled. So that equals to pi seconds. So this is the time period for this simple pendulum. Next, fifth question. So a mass of 2 kilograms attached to a spring of force constant 260 Newton per meter makes 100 oscillations. So what is the time taken? So here the time period. So first of all we can find out the time period. Next we can find out the for 100 oscillations. So the time taken for 100 oscillations. So here the mass, fifth one is mass is given, mass equals to 2 kilograms. Okay, and next the spring force constant, spring constant K equals to 260 Newton per meter. Okay, here so what is the time period of the spring? 2 pi into square root of m by k. Substitute 2 pi into square root of m by k equals to 2 by 260. This value is 0. Okay, 5508 seconds. Okay, so what is the definition for the time period? The time taken for one oscillation. The time taken for one oscillation is called the time period. So in question is given, it makes 100 oscillations. What is the time taken? So the time taken for 100 oscillations. That equals to 100 into one oscillation. The time taken for one oscillation, that is 0.5508. So that equals to 100 into 0.550 equals to 55.08 seconds. So this is the answer. Next to sixth question. So here a simple pendulum is in stationary, lift has time period t. Okay, the simple pendulum is in left, so it is in lift, so it is stationary. Stationary nothing but it is the rest position. So here the simple pendulum is at rest position. So length is L. So acceleration due to gravity in the lift is so it is a stationary position. So then acceleration due to gravity is g. So what is the time period? Time period t equals to 2 pi into square root of L by g. Okay, so this is in a lift. So it is in a lift. So the case is, so what would be the effect of the time period? So when it is moves up in uniform velocity. So first case is the lift is moves up with uniform velocity. Moves up uniform velocity. Uniform velocity is nothing but the velocity doesn't change. The uniform velocity, the velocity doesn't change means acceleration is equals to 0. Acceleration is nothing but the rate of change of the velocity. Okay, there is no change in the velocity. Acceleration, that is acceleration is 0. When acceleration 0, the time period is cannot change. So there is no change. There is no change in time period. Okay, and B. So B is 2. So sorry, it is 1. So it is 2. Row number 2. moves down with uniform velocity. It is also moves down in uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. Here also uniform velocity is nothing but the acceleration is 0. So when the acceleration is 0, so here no change in time period. No change in time period. So here, so why? Because it is moves downward direction. The relative acceleration is g minus a. So here a equals 0. So g minus a equals to g. So the acceleration is doesn't change. The time period also doesn't change. When the lift is moves up in uniform velocity, acceleration 0. The relative acceleration is g plus a. Okay, small g plus a. When small g a equals 0, g plus 0 equals to small g. So that is acceleration due to gravity doesn't change. So the time period also doesn't change. So third case is third one. Here moves up with uniform acceleration. Okay, moves up with uniform velocity. Uniform acceleration. So uniform acceleration, so it is given a. So here uniform acceleration, it moves uniform acceleration, so upward direction. So uniform acceleration nothing but, so here the acceleration is increases. So acceleration is increases is nothing but, so we have taken the relative acceleration. Relative acceleration equals to g plus a. Okay, acceleration is increase. So what is the time period equation here? The time period t equals to 2 pi into under root of L by g plus a. So here the acceleration is increased. The term is denominator, acceleration is increased. What happened? The time period becomes decrease. So time period becomes decrease. Okay, next case number 4. Fourth case. So here moves down with uniform acceleration. Moves down with uniform acceleration. A. So here, so what is the relative acceleration here? The relative acceleration is g minus a. The time period equals to 2 pi into under root of L by g minus a. So acceleration due to gravity is decrease here. When the acceleration due to gravity, g minus a is nothing but denominator term is decrease. So what happened here? The time period is increase. So the time period becomes decrease. Sorry, it is increase. the time period becomes increase. Last case, fifth one is begins to freely falling under gravity. So freely falling is nothing but the acceleration. Okay, acceleration equals to acceleration due to gravity. So here it is moves downward direction, moves down with freely falling body. The time period t equals to 2 pi into square root of L by g minus a. Here a equals to g, so then 2 pi into square root of L by g minus g. So g cancel, so that equals to 2 pi into square root of L by 0. So a term by 0 equals to what? Infinitive. So then the time period becomes infinite. The time period is taken as infinite. Okay, so this is sixth problem. Okay, next, seventh problem. Here a particle executes simple harmonic motion, has amplitude 4 cm and is acceleration at a distance of 1 cm of the mean position is 3 cm per second square. So the given that the amplitude a equals to, so here the 4 cm, that equals to 0.04 meter. So then the distance, the displacement, okay, distance is given x equals to 1 centimeter, that is 0.01 meters. So 1 centimeter equal nothing but, so here the mean position acceleration a equals to 4 centimeter, sorry, acceleration is 3 centimeter. Okay, 3 centimeter. So then 3 centimeter equals to 0.03 meters. So we can find out, the first of all, what is the relation between the acceleration, magnitude of acceleration a equals to omega square x. Only we can take the magnitude. So what is the equation for the acceleration? A equals to minus omega square x. We consider here the magnitude only, so without direction, a equals to omega square x. So we can substitute here a equals to 0.03 equals to omega square into 0.01. So here omega square equals to 0.03 divided by 0.01, that equals to 3. So then omega equals to square root 3 radian per second. Okay, we can find out what will be velocity. So what will velocity be when it is at a distance of 2 centimeter from its mean position? Again displacement is given. The displacement x equals to 2 centimeter, that equals to 2 into 10 power minus 2, right? 2 into 10 power minus 2 meter. So what is the velocity? So here, so we can take x1. Velocity v equals to omega into square root of a square minus x1 square. Here x1 we consider the displacement is x1. So v equals to root 3, omega equals to root 3 square root of, okay, 4 centimeter. So it is also written as 4 into 10 power minus 2. Convenience 10 power minus 2. So 4 into 10 power minus 2 whole square minus 2 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. Okay, that equals to root 3 into 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2 is common. So here 10 power minus 2 whole square is take common. Square root of 4 square minus 2 square. Okay, that equals to square root of 3. 10 power minus 2 whole square, square root. Root square root cancel into 10 power minus 2. 4 square 16 minus 4. Square root of 16 minus 4 equals to 9. It equals to root 3. Okay, root 3 into 10 power minus 2 into root 12. Okay, so it is also written as root 3 into 10 power minus 2 square root of 4 into 3. Okay, so here root 3 into root 3 into root 4 equals to 2 into 10 power minus 2. Root 3 into root 3 equals to 3. 3 into 2 equals to, okay, root 3 into root 3 equals to 3. 3 into 2 equals to 6. It equals to 6 into 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2 meter per second. So this is answer. So it is also in taken in centimeters, 6 centimeter per second. So this is the velocity for the a simple harmonic motion. Next we will discuss question number 8. A simple harmonic oscillator has a time period is 2 seconds. The time period is given t equals to 2 seconds. What will be the change in the phase 0.25 seconds after leaving the mean position? The time is given, time equals to 0.25 seconds. The phase, okay, the phase, here the phase, change in the phase equals to, so that is omega t. So we can write omega is nothing but the angular frequency. What is the relation between the angular frequency and the time period is? So omega equals to 2 pi by t. So here 2 pi by capital T into small t. So the phase, change in the phase equals to 2 pi by t equals to 2 into small t equals to 0.25. 2 gets cancelled. So pi into 0.25. So 0.25 is nothing but 1 by 4. So that equals to pi by 4 radians. So this is the change in the phase equals to, change in the phase equals to, the phase equals to pi by 4 radians. The next question is question number 9. A body describes simple harmonic motion with an amplitude 5 centimeters and period of 0.2 seconds. The given amplitude A equals to, so 5 centimeter. So it is converted, meters is 5 into 10 power minus 2 meters. Okay, so again the time period, so that is time period t equals to 0.2 seconds. Find the acceleration and velocity of the body when the displacement a equals to 5 centimeter, b equals 3 centimeter, c equals 0 centimeter. Okay, the displacements are given 5 centimeters, 3 centimeter and 0 centimeter. First of all, we can find out the omega value. Omega equals to angular frequency equals to, what is the relation? 2 pi by t. So that equals to 2 pi by t equals 0.2. Okay, so that equals to 10 pi radian per second. So next, so we can take the first one. The displacement is given, displacement x equals to 5 centimeter. Okay, x equals to 5 centimeters. So directly we can take the centimeter. So here 5 centimeter and 5 centimeter, it is taken 5 centimeter equals to 5 into 10 power minus 2 meters. See, converted. So first of all, what is acceleration? Acceleration equation is acceleration a equals to minus omega square x, that equals to minus omega equals to 10 pi whole square, x equals to 5 into 10 power minus 2. Okay, that equals to minus, so here 10 whole square equals to 100 into pi square into 5 5 is 25 into 10 power minus 2, that equals to minus 10 power minus 2, 100 is cancelled, 10 power plus 2, 10 power minus 2, that equals to minus 25 pi square radian per second square, minus 25, that is, sorry, it is only 5, the displacement cannot change here, not square, so that is minus 5 pi square radian per second square. Okay, again we can find out the velocity. So what is the velocity equation? Velocity equals to omega into square root of a square minus x square. So we know that the equation here, omega equals to 10 pi into square root of, so what is a value? 5 into 10 power minus 2, 5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square, minus, what is displacement? Displacement also 5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square. So this is cancel, 0 into something 0, the velocity will becomes 0. So here acceleration is minus 5 pi square radian per second square, velocity is 0. Next, B. So the displacement is given 3 centimeter. 3 centimeter is nothing but 3 into 10 power minus 2 meters. Okay, here the acceleration a equals to minus omega square x, that equals to minus 10 pi whole square into x equals to 3 into 10 power minus 2, that equals to 10 minus 10 power 2 pi square into 3 into 10 power minus 2. 10 power plus 2, 10 power minus 2 cancel, that equals to, so we can take minus 3 pi square radian per second square. So this is acceleration. Okay, acceleration is minus 3 pi square radian per second square. So next we can take the velocity. So what is the velocity here? The velocity is velocity v equals to, okay, velocity v equals to, what is the equation, velocity equation? So omega into square root of a square minus x square. So omega equals to 10 pi square root of a square is nothing but a is 5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square minus 3 into displacement 3 into 10 power minus 2, okay, 10 power minus 2 whole square, that equals to 10 pi square root of 525 into 10 power minus 4 minus 9 into 10 power minus 4. 10 power minus 4 is take common here. 10 power minus 4 square square root is 10 pi into 10 power minus 2, okay. 25 minus 9, 25 minus 9 equals to 16. Square root of 16 equals to 4, that equals to, so here 40 pi into 10 power minus 2, okay, 10 power minus 2. So here that is velocity meter per second square. So it is also written as 0.4 pi meter per second square, okay, so meter per second. Next C. So what is C? The displacement x is given 0 centimeter. So what is the acceleration? Acceleration a equals to minus omega square x, that equals to minus 10 pi square, 10 pi square into x equals 0. 0 into something 0, then acceleration becomes 0 here. Again the velocity, so velocity v equals to omega into square root of a square minus x square, okay. So here velocity v equals to omega equals 10 pi square root of a square equals to 5 into 10 power minus 2 whole square minus 0, 0 square equals to 0, that equals to square and square root cancel, 10 pi into 5 into 10 power minus 2, okay, that equals to 50 pi into 10 power minus 2, that equals 0.5 pi, that is velocity equals to meter per second.